Hello everyone, this is another video for Formula 44 meditation based on Bhagavad Gita, the Song of God. Last Friday, I was invited to deliver a talk on chapters 12, 13, 11, the three chapters by Gita Jayanti Singapore, and within a short span of time, I had to convey the key points from these three very important chapters. Chapter 11, Vishwarup Darshan Yog, where Sri Krishna shows his cosmic manifestation, the cosmic form, the Virat Roop. Chapter 12, Bhakti Yog, the yoga of devotion, where Sri Krishna talks about what is bhakti, how bhakti is to be carried out. And chapter 13, Kshetragya Yoga, which is about Kshetra, the field of activities, and Kshetragya, the knower of the field. So, I'm very much inclined to do another summary so that we can imbibe the key messages of these three chapters. I started the session with a recap of the previous 10 chapters, that is chapter 1 to 10, before chapter 11, the cosmic form Vishwarup Darshan Yoga. And I touched upon very briefly about chapter 1, Arjun Vishad Yoga, where Arjun is lamenting about the consequences of the war, and Sri Krishna is just listening to him. Chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga, wherein Sri Krishna is talking about the soul, body, mind, mechanism. Buddhi Yoga, also called Karma Yoga, he talks about Sthit Pragya, and he describes the process how we get attached to the object, and contemplation leads to attachment, and attachment can result in either fulfillment of desire or non-fulfillment, and fulfillment leads to greed and non-fulfillment leads to anger. The peace formula in the second chapter, as the concluding remarks by Sri Krishna, Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumans charti nispriya nirmamo nirhankara sashantim adhigacchati. We cannot have peace unless we are conditioned and we are detached from the objects of the material realm. Third chapter, we briefly spoke about the Karma Yoga, how all the time we are doing karma, nahi kaschit chanmapi jatu tishtatya karma krit, and how the desire is the root cause of our fall down. Dhume na vrihate vahni yatha darsho malene cha yatholbe na garbhas tatha tene damavritam. Like the smoke is covered by, like the fire is covered by the smoke, like the mirror gets covered by the dust, similarly the fetus is covered by the womb. Similarly, even the mind of an intelligent person gets bewildered, deluded because of this material desire. Fourth chapter, Gyan Karm Sannyas Yoga, where the relative importance of Gyan and Karma is discussed. Fifth chapter, Karm Sannyas Yoga, where the comparison between not doing karma and becoming a sannyasi, or doing karma and still remaining completely absorbed in the divine is discussed. Chapter 6, Dhyan Yoga, where the process of meditation and how the mind can be controlled, and the fickleness of the mind is discussed. Chanchalam hi mana kritsnam pramathi balvadridam. Chapter 7, Gyan Vigyan Yoga, is so fascinating. Sri Krishna starts revealing his opulences. Rashoham apsu konteya prabhasmi shashi suryayaho pranava sharva vedesu shabdam khe paurusam nirshu. I am the test in the water. I am the radiance of the moon and the sun. I am the Onkar, the first primordial sound. I am the sound in the space, and I am the ability in the humans. I also said that in the 4th chapter, Sri Krishna has completely revealed himself when he tells Arjun, Imam Vivasvate Yogam Prokta Vanaham Abhyam Vivaswan Manve Praha Manu Ikshwake Bravita. O Arjun, this knowledge I have spoken to sun god Vivaswan millions of years ago, and I am revealing the same to you. So the point that was driven is the personality of Sri Krishna. We have to consider him as the supreme person, God himself, who has taken the form and is acting as the charioteer of Arjun in this Mahabharat battle, and is delivering the song of God, Bhagavad Gita. Also in the 7th chapter, Mattah partaram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya mai proktam sutre mani ganaiva mai sarvam idam protam sutre mani ganaiva. The presence of Sri Krishna in every atom of the universe, presence of God in every atom of the universe is made very clear. I am there in every object, every atom, like the beads are strung in the thread, in the garland. Chapter 8, Akshar Brahma Yoga, where some fascinating verses about how the soul leaves the body and what happens to the soul after the soul leaves the body. Yam yam vapi asmaran bhava tyajan tante kalevaram. Whatever you contemplate at the time of death, you become that in your next life. And then comes the chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, where Sri Krishna lists out different opulences of his. For example, he says, I am the banyan tree amongst the trees. I am the ocean amongst the bodies of water. I am lion amongst the land animals. I am crocodile amongst the aquatic animals. I am Biraspati amongst the gurus. I am Lord Ram among the archers, Kshatriya, etc., etc. Once Arjun has heard about the opulences, he now wants to see the cosmic form of the Lord. And that is where Sri Krishna shows the cosmic form. And we come across some amazing verses. Arjun glorifies Sri Krishna. Tom adideva purusha puranas tomasya vishwasya paramam nidhanam vedyasi vedyam cha param cha dhamam tvaya tatam vishwa manantarupa. O Shri Krishna, you are unborn, you are the original person, you are eternal, etc., etc. After Shri Krishna has described himself, shown the cosmic form with all Adityas, Vasus, Maruts, Siddhas, Charanas, thousands of suns, celestial objects in his form. Arjuna starts perspiring, seeing the ghastly, the unimaginable, beyond anyone's imagination, the form of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna says, Kalos me Chaya Pravidda Lokan Samahur Tumiha Pravittaha. I am the time, the destroyer of the world. This was the quote by Oppenheimer when he successfully demonstrated the power of atom bomb, power of the atomic fission. He was chanting this verse from Bhagavad Gita. Sri Krishna also says, Tasmad utistha yasho labhashva jitva shatrun bhumchva rajyam samridham mayye vaite niyatapurvameva nimit matram bhava sabbeshachi. Krishna refers to Arjuna as Sabbeshachi, the one who can shoot arrow from both his hands, ambidextrous. And he says that, get up and do your duty. The persons whom you are worried about are already destructed by me. You are just the nimit, you are just the instrument. So 11th chapter is so fascinating to recognize who Sri Krishna is, to recognize the form of the Lord in all his glories and his splendor. And then we move into the 12th chapter, which is Bhakti Yoga, which begins with the eminent question whether we should worship the form or we should worship the formless. Vadanti tattva vidas tattvam ajjnanam advyayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwan iti shabdete. This is an iconic shlok from Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, which says God has three forms. One is the Brahma form, in which he is there in every atom of the universe. The second is the Paramatma form, in which he is seated in the heart of every living being. And third is the Bhagwan form, in which he manifests as a human, as an animal, as a person with the form, as a living being with a form. Like he has appeared as a human, he has appeared as a boar, a fish, etc. Then in the 12th chapter, Shri Krishna talks about how you should worship me. Mayyeva man adhatasva may buddhim niveshaya nivasasyasi mam mayyeva ata urdhvam na sanshaya. Having known that Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality, the soul, we need to pay our obeisances, we need to worship, we need to remember, we need to get connected. That is the only way to obtain our welfare. And then Sri Krishna in 12th chapter starts enumerating the qualities of the devotees. Advaishta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo. And anapeksha shuchir daksha udasino gatabyata sarvarambha parityagi yomad bhakta same priyaha. My devotees have these qualities, they are very dear to me. 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetragya Yoga. Kshetra means the field of activities. Like we have the three bodies: gross body, subtle body, and the causal body. In gross body we have these 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, space. In the subtle body we have 5 knowledge senses, karmendriya, 5. knowledge senses Gyanendriya, 5 action senses Karmendriya, 5 Pranapan Udan Vyan Saman, the life air, mind, intellect and ego, Man, Buddhi and Ahankar. These 18 elements constitute the subtle body, and the causal body comprises the infinite stock of karma accumulated over various lives. When we die, the gross body is cremated, buried, burnt. The subtle body goes along with the soul, and then the next form of the soul is decided depending on the karma. The soul is eternal. It keeps wandering into this material realm until it gets liberated, and then it goes to the realm of the divine, the spiritual sky. Kshetragya means the knower of the field, which is the soul. So beautiful explanation is provided by Shri Krishna about the soul, about the field, about the mind, about the intellect. The Panchkosh, Annamaya Kosh, the food sheath, Pranamaya Kosh, the life air sheath, Manomaya Kosh, the mind sheath, Vijnanmaya Kosh, the intellect sheath, and Anandamaya Kosh, the bliss sheath. So long as the Maya, the material energy, is dominant over the soul, the Panchkosh keeps us away from God. When we become God realized, the Panchkosh is cut. Similarly, the Panchaklesh is cut. The 3 karma, Satvik, Rajasic, Tamasic, is cut. The 3 dosh, Vat, Pitta, Kapha, is cut. 3 gun, Satvik, Rajasic, Tamasic, is cut. 3 karma, Sanchit, Prarabdha and Kriyaman, is cut. So all this is discussed in the 13th chapter. So in a very brief set of words, the 3 chapters were summarized, and the cosmic manifestation of the Lord was further accentuated with the examples from Bhagavad Mahapuran, which describes the Brahmand and how the infinite nature of the Lord's expansion is there for us to see. The 4 billion miles diameter Brahmand consists of 7 lokas in the upper planetary system, 7 lokas in the lower planetary system. The 7 Dweep, Jambu Dweep, Palaksh Dweep, Shalmali Dweep, Shaka Dweep, Kusha Dweep, Kranch Dweep and Pushkar Dweep, and Sun and the Moon, Rahu and Ketu. The Kal Chakra consisting of 12 Rashis and 28 Nakshatras. The planets Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Mars, Saptarishis, and then on the top pole star, which acts as the fulcrum of this beautiful chandelier of stars and graha, sun and moon, which is seen by the yogis as the inverted dolphin, Shishumar. So pretty interesting summary combining the knowledge from Bhagavad Mahapuran was presented in this session. I am very grateful to Gita Jayanti Singapore to have given me this opportunity in a live face-to-face discussion and summarization of Bhagavad Gita chapters 11, 12 and 13. With these concepts, we can attempt to do some meditation, because meditation is the key element in Formula 44, Holistic Wellness Regimen. With that, let's conclude and meet up again with another set of nuggets of wisdom. Take care.